It's my pleasure to introduce Sukesh Tedla from Unbiased and Telos Green. Sukesh
Great.
is a young entrepreneur from Sweden. He's the CEO of Unbiased. Sukesh is also one of the founding members of the Telos blockchain network. He's also the chairman of the Swedish Blockchain Association. Sukesh, as we know, has many active projects in the EOSIO ecosystem, including the Telos Green, Green EOSIO, and Ziptagram. We are excited to have you here, Sukesh. Welcome.
Thanks for having me, and thanks for giving me this opportunity to present. Just a second, I'm hearing some echo here. Yeah, it's good now. Great. I'm happy to be here and present what I'm doing and what we are up to these days. So let's just get started. I think we're a bit delayed, so I'm gonna share my presentation. So Unbiased. So I'm today here to talk about my startup and an application that's gonna be launched on Telos. So let's get into it. So Unbiased, what it is about. So our mission at Unbiased is to do good for the society, but at the same time build next generation technology. So when we were trying to figure out like what's the best possible solution that we can bring to the market, but at the same time use the cool technology, but also how we can do good for the society, like the application from with Seeds or with Zeptagram. How can we add value to the society? So then that's when we started with Unbiased, and that's the mission we set for ourselves. Whatever we do within Unbiased, whether with the projects we are working on like Telos Green or Green EOS or Unbiased itself, we want to do something good for the society and also use next generation technology. So we are currently living in the age of AI. So as you know, like when we talk about AI or machine learning, you know that the data is the key essential part of the AI or machine learning algorithms. So data is the engine for the era of AI. So and as you saw many times before as well, the data is the new oil, right? So data is going to be everything for companies like Google or Amazon. So we are living this age of AI now. And when it comes to our focus areas as a company, we are mainly focused on artificial intelligence and blockchain technology. So when we're trying to build this idea of Unbiased, we have been trying to understand like we are working with artificial intelligence domain, but how can we add value to it? How can we make the process transparent in artificial intelligence? And that's when we thought, okay, blockchain technology makes perfect sense for this. So before talking about the challenges of AI and machine learning, I want to tell, like, whenever you see Unbiased, I guess you might have seen Unbiased on social media, or you might have checked out our website at unbiased.cc. You can see that we claim that we are fighting fake news and misinformation on the internet. So I'm gonna talk about like how we are doing it. So fake news and misinformation is like one of the complex challenges out there in our society today. And at the same time, we have these social platforms which are like monarchy on the internet. They basically control the voice and what people see or feel on the internet. So when we started with the idea, like, okay, how can we challenge this problem, then we just stumbled upon like so many things, so many minute things that we need to address before we go to the actual consumers, because many of the applications that we are using today, most of them have some kind of algorithms behind the scenes. So one of the key things we soon realized was like, if an algorithm is biased against one side, whether it's race, religion, gender, anything, it's not good, right? At the end of the day, because it's spreading one type of information, it's pushing out one type of agenda, or it's pushing out, it's not fair for everyone using that application. And it can be in financial sector, it can be in legal sector. So we thought like, okay, this is the first step to really address the issue at the core level. And that's where we started working on, and that's what we're going to talk about today. And that's where I'm going to talk about like the AI and machine learning challenges. So as I mentioned before, the data is everything in the world of AI and machine learning, and algorithms are only as good as the training data that it used. So there are many complex challenges, like how can we really remove the bias from an AI algorithm? And in order to do that, it costs a lot of time, it costs a lot of money as well. But at the same time, you go and claim that, okay, this algorithm is unbiased and this was done in a good way, but there is no trust and transparency in the process at all, because this is completely black boxed system. So these are the challenges that we are going to address with our application. So presenting you Unbiased Data Marketplace, a crowdsourced platform using global workforce uh, combined with blockchain technology to build a complete end-to-end solution for AI and machine learning companies who are in need of datasets. So any company working with AI and machine learning or building algorithms, they need data. So what we do is, data is the starting point, right? So you need the data, you use the data to build the algorithms. So what we are doing with the data marketplace is basically we are addressing the issue at the beginning point where it originates in the first place. So that's what we do with the data marketplace. We provide a complete transparent solution for our customers using global crowdsourcing solution. So let's see like how it works. So this is like the overall flow of the application, right? So you have the enterprises. So for example, let's take a simple example, right? Let's see Volvo cars, for example. So Volvo cars build autonomous cars these days, or Tesla build autonomous cars these days. So they need data. So they need data that needs to be structured in a proper way, so that like when you have an image, you should be able to recognize this is the car, this is a traffic light, and these are the street signs and so forth. So this data is cleaned by people, and this is done by human resources. So let's see like how it works in Unbiased. So when an enterprise comes to Unbiased, they come with the data set. So the Unbiased platform uses this data set and pass it to the crowd source. And the crowd basically comes back with the clean data. And once everything is structured, it passes through the companies again in a structured way. So yeah, that was the simple process. And as you see, like everything here that happens on the platform is recorded on Telos blockchain. So all the events, as a customer today, I don't have transparency, but using Unbiased Data Marketplace, you have a complete transparency in the process, and you can also validate that information on top of Telos blockchain. So we are basically providing an end-to-end solution for researchers, developers, data scientists in the market. And the data sets annotated and algorithms built using unbiased technology will have blockchain proofs and certificates. So at the end of the day, you can go out and say you build this cool algorithm which classifies maybe like dogs and cats for fun. When you have this algorithm, you can also be sure that this algorithm was developed in an ethical way, and all the information can be shown back to the origins as well. So the data is basically crowdsourced, and of course, there are challenges in crowdsourcing as well, right? So when you're crowdsourcing, there might be a lot of spam as well. So we basically make sure with using technology itself like AI to detect spam, to detect anomalies in the system. But at the same time, we are also using verification systems to make sure 2 times or 3 times verification, but it has to be in a user-friendly way as well. So I'm going to show you the designs later on, so you can see like how easy it is to do these things on the application itself. So yeah, this is like the example designs of the application. So we have a mobile app, we have a web application. So when you are working on the platform, so a simple example we can take today is one of the customers that reached out to us during the last couple of weeks was from China. So they need a data set of um, Italian street signs, book covers, and all these kinds of stuff. So people from Italy, for example, they can use our mobile app. They can take a picture of this book or the street sign while they're walking on the street, and then they can upload on this task, for example. And everything is geotagged, so it's actually accurate. So we take the location from the phone, and then we geotag it and document that information on blockchain. And at the end of the day, the personal information of every user is also secure. So we respect GDPR and GDPR policies. So as a user, your personal information is not being shared with anyone else. It's just limited to your phone itself. And but we still make sure that this information is accurate as well using different kinds of methodologies. So our business model is pretty simple. So our solutions, we have real-time data collection, crowdsourced data collection. We have data annotations, we have labeling, and we also provide unbiased indicators, which basically means that you build a data set, right? So once this data set is done, we can predict what kind of biases does this data set have. So that is something we have been working on for a while, and we have been cooperating with the university to build much more sophisticated prediction models, which can help companies and developers get some perspective before actually building an algorithm. Just try to understand their own data, right? So that's the key thing that they need to do. And in addition to that, we have forums and competitions as well. And the industries we are focused on today is autonomous vehicle industry and banking sector, and any application with language processing need as well. So the business model itself, our platform is open for all kinds of users who are working with machine learning and AI. So it can be researchers, it can be businesses, it can be governments. So everything on the platform is documented using unbiased credits. So it has a complete financial transparency as well. But at the same time, we want to use sophisticated payment gateways as well, like Stripe, for example. So we don't have any cryptocurrencies on this platform. Of course, people can earn unbiased credits, and they can redeem it for normal currencies. So the value is being distributed between the value creators, and also we extract a small percentage of value for providing the platform and infrastructure and providing this application for transparency. So I have to explain about the competitors on the market as well, right? So we are in this industry of machine learning and AI, datasets and annotation. This is like a quite old industry with a lot of players in the market, but in compared to all the service providers in the market, we completely niche ourselves with the transparency aspect of it. We provide a unique solution which no one else can do, and also there are, I think, one or two people in the market who are providing this data collection solutions. And our data collection solution is kind of like a game, like Pokemon Go, for example. You take a picture of a street sign and upload it, and you finish a task, so you get rewards. So it's completely unique from that perspective. So we bring trust and transparency to the process, and we provide one-stop shop solution for all the end-to-end needs. Let's see. So yeah, what kind of traction did we achieve just during 2019? So we were selected as one of the regional finalists in Nordic Startup Awards, and in the category of Best AI and Machine Learning Startup. And we also were selected in Sweden for Best Social Impact Startup of the Year. And then we also were recognized by Malta Blockchain Awards for two categories, actually. One was in spring and one was in fall. I think in both times we were being presented as AI and blockchain startup. One for marketing campaign and also for AI application of the year. Yeah, and finally, behind all of this, we have a wonderful team and collaboration and partners. Overall, we are young team with 50 years of combined experience, and 80% of our team has master degrees, and we have very diverse backgrounds: law, technology, HR, PR, and at the same time, most of the team members that we have for Unbiased, they work with all the portfolio of projects that we have, like Telos Green or Zeptagram or um, Green EOS, for example. And all these people, they have something driving them, so which is innovation and leadership mentality, and they are really open in what they do, and they come up with these cool ideas all the time, and share their insights, and which is helping us build up to this point and in the coming days as well. Um, Finally, in terms of partners, we do have partnership with big IT companies in the market, and we are of course partnering with Telos Foundation as well. And then we are also supported by NVIDIA Inception Program. We are part of that startup incubation program, and also we managed to get the AWS credits as well as a startup. In addition to that, in regards to timeline for the data marketplace, we are expecting to launch in first week of March, but we will have a pre-sign up phase starting next week, where every worker who is interested in contributing on the platform and who is interested in earning rewards can sign up starting next week. And in the meantime, before the launch, we will have different educational programs, different training programs, and we have a lot of things in the pipeline in the coming days. So this is where we are at today, and this is what we are doing. But in the end, go check out our website at unbiased.cc, where you can see like all the innovations, our journey to date. And at any point in time, if you have any questions, just reach out to us on Telegram or on any social platform. We are represented on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, Vimeo, name it. So just reach out or drop in an email. Thank you very much for giving us this opportunity to present ourselves. Thank you.
Well, that was exciting, Sukesh. So tell us about yourself. What were you doing before Unbiased, and how you came into the crypto space?
Sure. Well, I'm pretty young. That's first thing. So I started my career like I'm 25 right now, but I have 5 years of experience in the IT and telecom sector. So I have been after moving to Sweden and doing my masters, I have been working with companies like Ericsson, for example, and then I worked a brief time for Volvo Cars innovation team directly under the executive level, where our goal is to come up with ideas which is either worth $1 billion or it's affecting 1 billion people. So during that time, I learned quite a lot, like how you think as a big enterprise, and that changed my way of thinking, and also that helped me build this Unbiased as well. And I have been interested in blockchain space for almost 2 years now, and then when I just got into blockchain, I initially realized like there is nothing much happening in Sweden. So I was one of the founding team members of the Swedish Blockchain Association as well. And then in my current role, I'm working as a chairman for the organization. That's something I'm doing, and also I'm working and doing consulting for other startups. And yeah, I'm doing full-time blockchain basically. So I love blockchain. I love spreading about this technology, the decentralization and everything. And when I just got to know about Telos, I just by Douglas, I just like said yes, I'm in, and we are there in Telos from day one, and we have been there. We have been contributing as much as we can since almost day one, and we have been in the EOS IO ecosystem since the beginning. Basically, we were the first ones together with a couple of other teams to launch the first superhero testnet in the EOS ecosystem. So that was the first ever testnet in EOS. So we were the first ones back then as well. We have been like there in this ecosystem. we are very much engaged with all the activities that's going on, and there are new things that we are building, and we are going to bring to the ecosystem during this year. So stay tuned, follow us, and support us.
So you said you're launching the platform in the next couple of weeks?
Yes, so the data marketplace application is going to be launched in the first week of March. We will make the announcement regarding that. But we just can't keep waiting. So we were super excited. So we wanted to do this pre-launch phase where people can start the registrations and get on board. So we are doing that starting next week. So it's going to go live and people can start signing up on the platform. And you can also start earning some credits as well for doing some small tasks before the actual application goes live in March. So you can start earning rewards as well pretty soon.
So the website to go is unbiased.cc, right?
Yes, so unbiased.cc is our website. You can go there. You can also check out our innovations page on the website where you can see like all kinds of applications that we are going to bring. So this is like the phase one in our mission to fight fake news. So we started the enterprise level, providing them transparent solutions and alternatives, and then we move on to the consumer level, the user level, where we can where we are bringing the unbiased search engine, and then like the data level, where we have the social platform and the social gateway. So go to our website, check out all the information, check out our journeys, and check out our ideas. Just send us a message if you have any questions, or if you are interested in contributing or participating, just let us know. We're always open to new ideas, new talents. And I have to mention one more thing, that we're also fundraising. So we are mainly focused on private investors. So if you are an investor, if you want to get more information on the project, just send me a message on Telegram or elsewhere, and I will be happy and glad to take your call or meeting.
Perfect. Thank you very much, Sukesh. We are very grateful you took the time to be part of this event. Thank you very
Yeah,
much.
I see some questions here in the chat. One thing is about the data is crowdsourced. What if there are liars? Yeah, I think I kind of addressed that before. And the other thing is about street signs data is in the hands of municipalities, sourced from authorities, not people. Well, what we're trying to do is we're trying to provide this crowdsourced solution, which you can use just using your mobile phone. You go on a street, you take a picture of the street sign, uh, because this is like the real ground truth. So you can of course get the data from the municipalities, but at the end of the day, you need to see like how the roads are structured. You can also crowdsource information about like pollution. Okay, how much pollution is in this particular region of your city? So you can crowdsource all kinds of information, and this is the ground real truth. So this is what we are empowering using Unbiased mobile app and the web application. Yeah, I think that's pretty much it. And thanks for giving us the opportunity once again. And yeah, I'm looking forward to other presentations. Thank you.